Hi my lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Amy and I'm a cruelty-free makeup enthusiast and blogger. I figured I would do another collection video for you today just because the eyeshadow palette one that I recently did seemed to have done really well, so I thought I would share more of my collection with you. So today we're going to talk about my single highlighter collection. I actually have quite a bit of these, so without further ado, let's get started. So I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love highlighters. They are some of my favorite aspects to makeup. So the first one that I want to show you is actually a single that I've depotted and put in my Z palette. This one is the Tarte Amazonian Clay. This is the highlighter in Stunner, which is an opalescent highlighter. So as you can see, I've actually got a pretty big dip in this because this is a really good highlighter, one of my favorites for sure. So I'm gonna just dip in and do some swatches for you. So that's what that one looks like, which is absolutely stunning. So if you ever need a good everyday kind of highlighter, I really like this one from Tarte. Super easy to blend, doesn't look like a stripe on the face, really pretty. I also did my nails for you all today. These are the Ace Beauté stick-on nails, which I think are quite fun. If they don't look perfect, it's because I did it myself, so that's why. But I figured that they would be a little bit nicer to look at than my, usual nails. So moving on, I'm not going in any order, by the way. I'm just kind of picking up what I have right next to me. So this is the Jouer Cosmetics Powder Highlighter in Rose Quartz. This is a beautiful shimmering champagne pink highlighter, which is really quite stunning. I love this formula from Jouer because it's so silky smooth. It's so softly pressed too, but it's not powdery, so that's it right there. It's not overly powdery, but because it's so softly pressed, it's easy to break, because the first time I got one of these, it came broken. But another really beautiful formula that I like a lot. Now for my Becca highlighters, I have two of the pressed shimmering skin perfectors right here. So the first one I have is the Year of the Pig, which is so adorable. When this first came out last year, I thought this was the cutest thing because look at that adorable little piggy. I love little piggies. They're some of my favorites. So this one's a beautiful warm toned light peach, and it has a pearl finish on it. So that's that one right there. And then this one is the Own Your Light, which I think is actually a really beautiful, universally flattering highlighter. This one is a warm gold with peachy pink, and it's definitely more of a duochrome. So let me get that out so you can see how much warmer this kind of reads. It's almost like reddish, but it's really beautiful for the summertime. Then I have one powder highlighter from Ofra. This is the one that they did with NikkieTutorials. This is Glazed Doughnut. This is a really lovely shade for people who are on the pale to fair to light side. I think this is so stunning, and you're going to see how beaming this is compared to the other shades. So this one is a much more frosty white. It's pearlescent too. How pretty is that? Then we have a really good option from the drugstore. This one is the NYX High Glass Illuminating Powder. This is in the shade Moon Glow, and this is so interesting because it's a cream to powder formula. You'll see how absolutely buttery smooth this is, and I really like this formula a lot. This one's a lighter gold. They came out with a whole skin gloss collection, so there's a powder, there's a highlighter, and what else was there? There was something else to it too. I reviewed it last year and I really ended up liking it. So that's one that I enjoy. And then here's one of my favorites. This is from Lunar Beauty. This is the Moon Prism Powder Highlighter in Mercury. So it's so Sailor Moon. The component's so beautiful and opalescent, and I love this so much. So let me swatch this one for you. Now this one is a white gold. Now look at that pigment. Do you see that? It's so much more pigmented than any other highlighter I have in my collection. It's really a stunning and unique formula. I like this one a lot. This is always sold out, so I really hope that Lunar Beauty does eventually restock these because these are really unique and beautiful. Another highlighter that I have here that's a little bit more on the pricier side, this is the bareMinerals highlighter. This is their Endless Glow highlighter in the shade Fierce. So this one I really like to use when I have a bit more of a tan in the summertime. This one is a bronze gold. I think this would look really pretty on medium skin tones too. This is definitely one of the darker highlighters in my collection. Moving on to a highlighter that I actually don't like very much, but it's so beautiful. This is Melt Cosmetics. This is their Digital Dust Highlighter in Iluminacion. This came out with their Amor Eterno collection last year. I love the packaging of this so much because it has kind of the sugary skull in it and the roses. It's so stunning. My husband got this for me for Christmas, but the problem is, guys, it's actually quite dry and it doesn't pick up too much product. This is like the iridescent fairy light. Do you see that right there? It just kind of is almost like a topper almost. I'm a little disappointed in it. It has like the pinky opalness to it, but it's just so iridescent and light. It just doesn't give me the punch that I want. But talking about a highlighter formula that I do love, another favorite of mine, this is the Milk Makeup Flex Highlighter in the shade Lit. And then this one is a champagne. This actually has crushed gemstones in it and hyaluronic acid, so it feels really good on the skin. But this is another really stunning highlighter. You'll see that I have a lot of champagne-y type shades in my collection. That's that one right here. And every time I say pretty and lovely and beautiful, take a shot. It's a whole new drinking game because that's how I'm going to describe pretty much all these highlighters. I really like that Milk Makeup one. Another highlighter that I love that I highly recommend from the drugstore, this is the Milani Afterglow Strobelight. These are so beautiful and they're so affordable. So if you want a really good highlighter that performs just as well as a high-end highlighter, I highly recommend this formula right here. So this one is more of a warm-toned light beige, and it has more of a metallic finish to it. And then we have an oldie but a goodie. This was, at one point in my life, my absolute favorite highlighter of all time. This is from the Balm. This is the Mary Lou Manizer, and this is the champagne shade. I have hit major pan in it. I love this thing so much, and it's the oldest highlighter in my collection. As you can see, I'm trying to just kind of go around the actual pan that I have. So that's that one right there. So pretty. It's funny, as time has gone on, it's not my favorite anymore because I've tried other formulas that I really like, but I still recommend this. The Balm is great for a lot of talc-free makeup products. So if you're ever looking for something that, and you have sensitive skin, the Balm's always a really good option too. Then I have a Desi and Katy collection that they did with Dose of Colors. This one is the shade Fuego, another one that I really like in the summertime. This is a really beautiful medium toned gold. So this is really nice for medium skin tones as well, but as a lighter skin person, I find that I can wear this one. So that's this one right here. I'm starting to run out of arm space. There we go. It's that one. Really pretty. Now here is the highlighter that broke the internet. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy Highlighter, the most unique gel-like warm-toned gold highlighter. I don't know what ABH is thinking. They need to create like 10 more of these in different shades and they would sell like hotcakes. It's so unique. It's one of those products that's worth the hype. It's such a beautiful highlighter. I mean, look at that pigmentation and the shine. Just so stunning. I'm so happy I have this in my collection. I remember when it first came out and it sold out, I'm like, I don't need that highlighter. But then one of my friends at work had it and she let me borrow it for a weekend and I fell in love with it and I ended up buying it once they restocked it. Now let's talk about my Ava Beauty highlighters. So I have two of these, and Ava Beauty actually has ethically sourced diamond powders, which is really cool and unique. So here's this one. This is the Supernova Crushed Diamond Highlighter in the shade Pink Diamond Dust. These are a bit more on the natural side, but they're really super pretty. This is more of the golden pink, very rosy type shade right here. And then this one's my favorite. This is the Pure Diamond Dust one. This one is a bit more of a pure silver, which I really like. Don't have too many silvers in my collection. There we go. So that's the pink, and then that's the silver. And I do have a code with Ava, so I'll link that information down below if you're ever interested. No pressure. Ava is a cleaner formulation as well, if that's something that you're into. I have two more clean highlighters here. These are from Pyt Beauty, and these are so hard to open. I think they've actually reformulated these within the past year and renamed them too. So let me get something to actually open these, because I tend to have to use my depotting tool because for some reason these are so difficult to open. So this is they used to be called the Upgrade highlighters. This one is in Backstage Pass. This one is in Courtside. So Courtside is the luminous white. So yeah, they're really shimmery. It's so shimmery, almost glittery. And then let me wipe off my swatching finger here. And then Backstage Pass, this is a warm pale nude. So that's the warm pale nude right here, and then there's the white, and then there's the nude. So very pretty shades. I love having a pale nude for when I have like a meeting or something for work, and I don't want to be overly blinding, but I tend to like my highlighters very pigmented. And these are really nice formulations. They don't emphasize any kind of texture or anything. This is my Kaleidos Space Age highlighter in Ray Rider. This is a champagne-y one, I believe. Yeah, it's like champagne-y peachy. So let me put that here. These are really nice. I know that they've reformulated this one to be even more intense because they have new packaging now. This one's like the cute kind of like metal-y packaging. Then I have my Ciate London Jessica Rabbit highlighter. This is the Glow 2 highlighter in Roger Darling. So if you've ever watched Jessica Rabbit, that is what she says. And there's the beautiful imprint of her on there too. She's so glamorous. I love her. So let me swatch that for you as well. Oh my gosh, those are actually... Now that one's more peachy, but they're actually quite similar. All my highlighters are kind of similar. I do have kind of a soft spot for like champagne-y, peachy shades especially, so you'll see a lot of those in my collection. But that's Roger Darling right there, and this is a cream to powder formula in a peachy gold, so very pretty again. This is my Nabla Skin Glazing in the shade Privilege. Oh, these Nabla ones are so pretty. A lot of them I think you can use as blush depending on your skin tone. I love the formulation of these, and I hope that they come out with even more shades, but I'm hoping for a sale when it comes to Black Friday because I think I may want to pick another one of these up. So that's this one right here. This one's just a really pretty champagne with duochrome peach reflex, and it's definitely one of the more smoothing formulas in my collection. It definitely doesn't emphasize any kind of texture, which is why I like it so much. Then we have my Soul Body one. So this giant highlighter, I have to tell you, I'm not a big fan of giant highlighters. This one is the Shimmering Body Powder in Pink Champagne. It's quite pretty, and it smells like coconuts too, which I really like. When I first got this, it came kind of shattered, like someone had dipped their finger in it, which is unfortunate. It's a really unique shade, and it's buttery soft. And I think that's why I keep holding on to it despite hating the largeness of it. I'm not sure if that's coming up on camera, but it just has this really strong pink base with those gold reflex in it, and that's why I like it so much. It's so pretty to look at, but I just don't use it too much. I need to use it more. This is my only loose powder highlighter because I'm not a big fan of loose powder highlighters. I have to say they tend to be very messy, but this one is nice and small. I think it's super cute. This is from Ava Beauty. This is a independent black-owned brand, and this is their highlighter in Nebula. And why I like Nebula so much is because it actually is super sparkly, but it's a gold highlighter with a silver base. And that's why I think it's so cool, because you don't really see gold and silver kind of mixed together very much. So that's that one right there. I don't have the best camera, so I'm not sure if the colors are coming up as beautiful and as vibrant as they are in person, but this is a really pretty and unique highlighter, and it goes on quite nicely. So I highly recommend these. I have two Colourpop. These are their Super Shock Cheek pearlized cheek highlighters, which are super pretty. So this one is flexitarian. I bought this one because of Jay Kissa, because for years she's been talking about this, and honestly it does not disappoint. So let me dip into this. These are so buttery smooth and blinding. Like if you want to glow to the gods, you're gonna get that with these kind of highlighters. So with this one, this is a white champagne with a pearlized finish. And then this is the Bitty highlighter. This was a limited edition. I don't think you could get this anymore, but I really liked it because it was very unique. I liked the colors to this one. So this is more of like a warm toned type light pink and purple and a little bit of blue with sparkles in it. And it's just such a beautiful color. I think I found it really unique that it had this blue base to it. This one's coming up much more shimmery. That's that right there. Super pretty. So if you ever want like a cream to powder formula, Colourpop is where it's at for sure. Now let's get into all of my cream highlighters. So these are creamy, liquidy stick highlighters. So two that I have, another clean brand, is from Rituel de Fille, which I'm super excited that they're finally becoming very popular now. Like I'm seeing a lot of very successful YouTubers talk about this brand, which I'm super happy about because I've been using Rituel de Fille for a couple years now. I think they're so cool. I kind of like their whole concept of like spellbinding magical color. So these are the two shades that I have. This one is Solaris, and then this one is Ghostlight. So Solaris is that warm toned, kind of radiant. I liked it because it was red, and then, but there's a little bit of like opal in there. I'm sorry, you guys are gonna have to deal with my arm hair. I just realized that this is probably in high def. But isn't that beautiful? I love that. This one is Ghostlight. So this one's more of the white opalescent shade, and it has these shifts to it. I don't know if you could tell, but there's almost these violet and blue shifts to it, which I think is really quite nice, especially if you want a cool toned look. Then there's the Dominique Cosmetics Skin Gloss. This is the most recent highlighter to my collection, and I have to say I'm not overly crazy about it. I think I'm in love more with the packaging and how pretty this cream highlighter looks in the pan. I think it's really stunning and editorial looking. But this one, this is, what shade is this? This is Golden Dew, which is a pale champagne. I think I need to play with it more, because for some reason every time I wear it, I forget that I have it on. But right there, that's coming up quite nicely. So maybe I just need to play with it more to like it. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's a much of a, it's like very thick, if I could describe its consistency. But yeah, I just think these are so pretty. But I don't know if they're worth the hype that they're getting, to be honest with you. For another cream product, I have the Hourglass. This is their Vanish Stick in Gold Flash. So I love the packaging of this because it comes in like what their foundation stick is. And this is a really beautiful, just gold cream highlighter. That's that one right there. These are really similar, actually. I think the Hourglass one has a nicer pigment to it. Colourpop Light Sticks. This is in the shade Uenyo. Oh my gosh, I'm the worst. It's this one right here. I like these little Colourpop sticks. They're really creamy. They just glide right on. Super comfortable formula. Not very long lasting, but I think they're really pretty. I think this was a limited edition one that came out with all their Birdie collections, because I want to say that the packaging for this was the owl packaging. Super, super pretty. This one's like a medium beige almost. So you have this kind of beigey, warm undertone, luminous sheen type thing going on right there. I was unsure if I wanted to include this product in this because it has a dual-sided kind of highlighter and contour stick. This is the Double Take Sculpt and Strobe Stick in White Pearl from Uoma, which is, this product is amazing. So let me get the highlighter out. Yeah, this is the highlighter. This is really pretty. I'll show this for you just because it is a cream highlighter. It's really pretty. That's what that one looks like right there. If you ever need a cream contour and highlighter stick, highly recommend these because look at that beautiful, another more beigey rosy tone. Stunning. This is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Cooling Glow Stick in the shade So Guilty. These are nice. They're not the best, but they are cooling, which is unique. I find that when you put this on, it does have a really nice, refreshing feel to it. So this one is a little bit more on that golden side again. I have this tiny little Milk Makeup holographic stick in the shade Mars, which is a gold one. I've never even opened this. I think I got this as a sample with something. I know that this automatically isn't holographic because I think to be holographic, I don't even know if that's possible for a highlighter to be like that. Again, I've never opened this, so I think I'm just going to put this to the side for a giveaway. So that's what we'll do. There you go. We decluttered one. Look at us go. I only have two more to review with you guys. This one is the Cloven Hollow Hydroglow, another cleaner vegan brand. This one is in the shade Galaxy. This is a very unique product to my collection because this is the only luminizer serum that I have. This one's an iridescent peachy pink. The thing that I hate about it, I don't know if I just got a broken one. I've used it a bit, which you could see it's quite empty here, but when I first got this, it was spilled all over the place, and then look how kind of like goopy and goppy and blah, it kind of is. So like the stopper, I think there's something wrong with it, but regardless of this being like really liquidy, it blends out really nicely and creamy, and you can definitely mix this in with your foundation or just use it as a highlighter, but it blends out really nice. I know it's not really showing that well on my arm right now for blending out because I kind of put a bunch in one little spot. You only need the tiniest bit, and this goes really far, but very, very pretty though. And it's very comfortable on the skin, which I really like about it. The last one, we've made it to the end, yay! This is the Butter London Glazed Highlighting Gel. People don't talk enough about Butter London. My friend Allison got me into this brand quite a while ago. Ooh, oh no, I spilled it, oh no! My friend Allison got me into Butter London years ago. She would buy me these really beautiful nail polishes from them, and they have pretty decent makeup products. So this is in the shade Chandelier, and this one's a pale pink shimmer. Interestingly enough about this is that it actually has mushrooms in it, because apparently that's supposed to soften and moisturize. So that's that one right there. Really pretty. No one ever talks about these, but I really like the formula on this. I think it's quite nice. So, and there's a lot in here. This lasts a really long time. So that's that. But that was that. Thank you all so much again for watching, my friends. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Hello, I hope you are doing well. And yeah, we'll keep doing this series. We'll probably do blushes next, and then we can do bronzers, which I think will be a lot of fun as well. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, remember to stay compassionate and chic. Bye!